Hello YouTube! Welcome back to what may be the biggest, most influential episode of Driving Up Stocks in history. Just kidding. That's a play off of an old WCW wrestling where it got to be a running joke that Tony Schiavone started every episode with, this is going to be the biggest, most influential episode of Nitro. But anyhow, I do have some news I need to go over. A question for my my loyal, wonderful audience out there. If this is your first time to this channel, though, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if it is your first time joining us, you don't know this, but the ones that have been around for a while know that we don't just smash the like button. We climb that turnbuckle and we drop the Macho Man Randy Savage flying elbow right on that like button. So make sure you do that if you would, please. If you hate it, dislike it, leave me a comment. Let me know why you didn't like it. Leave me a comment anyhow. Let me know what you think of what's going on. Getting right into our latest portfolio update. We ended Friday at $224.60. So we were up about whoa, sorry, it's like a rainstorm just came out of nowhere. That is crazy. So I apologize if I get a little bit hard to hear for a couple minutes, but just had like a random rain cloud downpour. That is Ohio. That is Ohio for you, ladies and gentlemen. It'll probably snow in about 20 minutes. Anyhow, I was up about 0.25% for the week. Not too much, but it is nice to see us up. Now, getting into Monday, how we open the market. As usual, pre-market, we're doing pretty well. Market's open, and I dropped right back down, basically to where we ended last Friday. I was at like $220, so, which is kind of odd that, like, not only did almost all of my stocks drop a little bit, but even the ones on my watch list drop. And I've got like Amazon, Walmart, Twitter, Snapchat. I mean, there's a lot of the bigger companies out there right now that are doing well, that were on there, and a lot of those dropped as well. Which was the reason that's odd is because right after, about 20 minutes after the market's open, there was news all over about a big surge in the Dow because of all this great news with, holy cow, that is some crazy rain right now. And it looks like I'm almost out of this cloud, thankfully. But with potential cures and cases dropping, you know, across the state of that which we shall not name, our Lord Voldemort out there taking us down, that stocks kind of surged at market open. Unfortunately, not for our portfolio, but overall, the only really news that I have to share is Ford. Ford was up a little bit. It looked like they were down just a smidge, like 0.2% at market open. But yikes! This is insane. I can't. I wish I had a better setup, but I mean, there's not really a good setup. You want to be hands-free in the car, but just what the surroundings look like. I mean, you can probably imagine. You've seen it where it's like dark, like, you know, it's like tornado weather ahead of you, and then behind you it's just beautiful skies. So over here it's like a little bit it looks a little bit hazy, overcast. Over here it's like, you can tell it's raining. Where I'm going, it's like a downpour. Behind me it's like beautiful sunny skies. All right. But anyhow, everything was up, but I'm down. So Ford was down a little bit, but they're in the news now because they do have more news. Sounds like they've got their new Bronco that's going to be launching this year. It's getting some favorable reviews. Also, Ford was out there last week saying they're going to kind of reignite their electric vehicle initiative. Because I talked about that like months and months ago. I had discussed that, where they're really wishy-washy on their electric vehicle production. Like, they're all gung-ho, we're going to do this. But then at like the first sign of trouble, not even that which shall be named, like before that, that's like the first thing to go. It's like, hey, we didn't hit our second quarter profits, so we're going to cut this research on electric vehicles. And then they bring it back, and then it's like, hey, we got a ticket for being double parked at a business meeting, so, you know, we got to cut electric vehicle research. And it's just really weird and really random why they keep dropping that when that's pretty much what we're going to. I mean, We talked a while back about that's why that Saudi royal family started buying up a lot of these American stocks like Disney and Boeing and that. It's because they realized that oil is I mean, it's going to take a long time, obviously, but it's on the way out. And you know, this electric vehicles are like the way of the future. So they were trying to get with the times, but Ford's just like set in their ways, like, oh, we can't do this. We just got to keep making we got to keep picking up Model Ts here. I don't know, but getting some favorable news there. Their stock was up to almost $7. It had been down in the 4s, so that's pretty positive, because that is a pretty common one that Robinhood gives as a referral stock. I actually have 2 shares that I got from referrals and 1 share that I bought on my own. I think my average cost on those is around $9, something like that. So nice to see that going up. That's really all the news I have. None of my other stocks really had anything major out there right now. So kind of getting into the news and what I need your input on. I'm thinking about changing up what I do on my channel. I know views are down kind of across the board and everyone's struggling with views right now, other than like the big timers. But just with the size of my portfolio, I don't know, like it's hard to keep this fresh and keep, you know, having news that's relevant to the portfolio. I mean, I've branched out. I've talked about Tesla and things that aren't even in my portfolio, and I try to keep you up to date on you know, things that are really big out there in the news. But it's kind of getting more and more difficult to find good stuff to keep this fresh and not just keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. So I was considering just dropping down to 1 Robinhood update a week. I would still do 2 videos a week. It would be the plan. But that second video, if it was a real busy week, we had a lot of trades, dividends, a lot to talk about, we could do a second portfolio update. But you basically use that second upload as either, I know a lot of you that tune in every week like the rants that I do sometimes. I call them the rants, even though they're not always rants. But you like that, so doing, you know, dedicating videos to that, and, you know, kind of dedicating that second video to maybe doing some of those breakdowns that I just, with the other 2 uploads each week, I don't have time to do. Maybe throw one of those, you know, breakdowns, you know, stock breakdowns, terminology breakdowns, that kind of thing. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Just to kind of end, you can only see my shirt, but I'm dressed like all black today. I got the black hat, got the black shirt, all that. Just kind of struggling at work. A lot of craziness going on. If you've all seen that quote, never push the loyal to the point they no longer care. That's kind of where I'm getting at, is just like a lot of ridiculous decisions being made, promises that were made that aren't being fulfilled. So I'm kind of like in this old, where I can't decide what I want to do. I can't decide if I want to be like, you know, Hulk Hogan NWO turn, going to the black and white, the NWO brother, New World Order, and just become like the bad guy, or if I want to go like the Sting route, where it's like, hey, you know what, this is just too many dumb decisions, nobody's helping each other out, I'm just gonna disappear into the shadows and then drop from the rafters later when I need it. I don't know where I'm going, but, you know, I guess that's technically my rant for the day. Is just a lot of ridiculousness going on at work right now, and, you know, just got to kind of get my head right and figure out what I want to do about that, how I want to handle that. So that's my rant for the day. Take care of your people. They were your biggest asset. And no matter what, you got to keep going. Because I got a lot of people that count on me, so it's not like I'm just going to give up. But got to figure out, you know, do I want to keep doing what I'm doing? You know, do you go and ask for the promotion? Do you say, hey, you know, throw me down to the next level, tired of this crap, you guys can take care of this? Whatever, I don't know. So got to vent for a second. So thanks for listening to me vent for a second. I'm gonna leave you alone. We'll be back Thursday with our midweek portfolio update. Hopefully we're up a little bit more, but it's gonna be a long road, obviously, since we dropped at market open today, but hopefully we'll have good news to share. We do have some dividends coming up, but I don't believe those will be out. No, because none of my dividends paid out. I hit the ex-dividend dates on my 3 stocks, but I don't think any of them pay out till like August 2nd, August 3rd timing, so won't be this week that you get those. Do want to give a special shout out. happy belated birthday to my lady friend. She turned 25 yesterday. Yeah, 25th birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to her yesterday. So, if you want to wish my lady friend a happy birthday down in the comments, I'm sure she'd appreciate that. She'd probably punch me in the neck and hit me over the head with an infield rake or something for giving her a big shout out like that. So, but it gets her out there because she wants to eventually start a YouTube channel, so we got to start plugging her. So anyhow, see you all Thursday. Hope you have a great, fantastic week. Until then, see ya. Ta-ta.